Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and namaskar to the ladies and gentlemen present here today. It's a tremendous pleasure for me to be visiting as my fellow Simlaite, Mr. Sharma said. Indeed, it's a homecoming for me to India, and the closer I am to Simla, the happier I am. And Bombay is not far away. Mr. Godrej, Mr. Kapoor, Mr. Kanoria, ladies and gentlemen, India in terms that brings Afghanistan to focus as well. And it is that linkage between Afghanistan and India and the future of the two countries, and in this particular case, the future of Afghanistan as linked to progress and development, that brings me here today to this significant gathering. I need not elaborate further on the remarks by all the gentlemen, as Mr. Sharma referred. I'm here with a message from Afghanistan. That message is that indeed Afghanistan today is ripe and ready for Indian investment in Afghanistan. Indeed, Afghanistan today is not only ripe and ready, but does offer opportunities to the Indian businesses for investment in Afghanistan. Already we have a conglomeration of Indian industrial activists, the firms, going through the final stages of investing in Afghanistan's largest iron ore mine. And I hope the contracts will be signed very, very soon. But Afghanistan, as you all know, as has been known for some time but has not been disclosed for a long time, and it is now disclosed by the American media, is among the richest of the countries in mineral resources, from gas and oil to rare earth to all other industrially needed material. The New York Times reported some time back Afghanistan's mineral worth to be at $3 trillion. We have other figures that are higher. What the New York Times spoke about was the tip of the iceberg. Down the body of the iceberg, the resources are greater. India is particularly well positioned to take advantage of that. For the growth of India and for the 12 million labor that you need to employ every year, also for Afghanistan's own growth and advancement, it's necessary to exploit those resources. I've learned today that an Indian oil company and gas company is taking interest in participating in bidding for oil and gas in Afghanistan. I'm sure there are other parts of your industry that will look into the other minerals and resources that we have. But also, in addition to the minerals and the industry that you can set up for this purpose in Afghanistan, Afghanistan is the crossroads. Afghanistan is the hub of that region. We link to Central Asia, we link to West Asia, we link to China. And we as a country are large enough and populated enough to be a good market for goods from India as well. Is that the Indian businesses need not be shy when thinking of Afghanistan. The Chinese businesses were there long before you came, 5 or 6 years ago. And they have now taken 2 or 3 major contracts, I believe. You are closer by all means to Afghanistan. And the competition is strong. You have now competition from the West arriving in Afghanistan. Well, we like to give you a better platform. We like to welcome you on a red carpet, and to the others we will put a gray carpet. So, but you need to arrive at the red carpet. If you don't arrive at the red carpet, it will get dusted. And therefore, do hurry up and come in and take advantage of the opportunities in Afghanistan that will serve India well, that will also definitely serve Afghanistan very, very well. The honorable speakers before me did not refer to in the particular detail that I would like to do of India's assistance to Afghanistan. We also owe you morally in this regard. India is not traditionally a donor country, but India came to Afghanistan with over $2 billion of assistance in reconstruction and in capacity building and in bringing the Afghan youth to better education in India and within Afghanistan. A road that Minister Sharma referred to, Zaranj Dilaram, is one of the best roads. The journey has been cut short, and the electricity infrastructure that India built in Afghanistan and the colleges and universities that India intends to build in Afghanistan, all of that is something that the people of Afghanistan are not only aware of, but are very, very grateful for. So it's commerce, it's also a moral obligation and a gratitude that should bind our industries and resources together for the good of both countries. Afghanistan's economy has grown many, many folds since we began 10 years ago. We were hardly a functioning state then, and of course, for reasons of war and destruction of so many decades. Today, talking of 8.5 million children going to school, boys and girls, against the 700,000 or 800,000 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we were perhaps 2 or 3 universities in the country. Today, I don't know how many universities in Afghanistan. 25, 35? 21 public. 21 public universities and twice the number of private universities. The media is, of course, there, full strength, unfortunately for us, in full strength. Of course, the minister responsible for that, pain to us is here too, Mr. Rahim. The economy, our reserves depleted so terribly by 2002 that Afghanistan had only $180 million in its reserves, plus the gold that we traditionally had. Today, we are talking of over $7 billion in our reserves. And the income per capita has multiplied from a base of 150 to 200 today, by our account, to about $650, $700. The Western accounts show it higher, but we like to stick to our accounts. In lots of ways, roads and electrification and other manners of infrastructure have grown. So, to cut my remarks short, ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of my visit to Bombay was in particular to meet with you, the Indian industries, all the 3 organizations of Indian industries and commerce and investment to ask you to come to Afghanistan, and then to urge you to come sooner to Afghanistan, and to let you know that the country is quite ready and willing to receive your investment and to participate with you. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that you will benefit greatly. Those who came ahead of you, those who came ahead of you 10 years ago are now multi-millionaires in terms of hundreds of millions of dollars. To give you an example, the telephone companies that came to Afghanistan with an investment of only $5 million in 2002 are now measured in terms of $600 to $700 million of abilities, and from all over the world. The same applies to all other sectors of the economy. So you need not worry about your investment. You need worry about how big incomes will you have from it. You need worry about the bigger profits, not about whether your investment will pay off. But you should think of how better can you gain from Afghanistan. Afghanistan offers, and Afghanistan, of course, will also benefit from the investment in Afghanistan. I would give you an assurance on behalf of the Afghan laws as well, the Afghan regulations as well. It's a free market economy. It protects investment. It promotes investments. And for the Indian investment, you not only have the Afghan laws and the Afghan government to protect you and add to your profits, but you also have the Afghan people that will protect and add to your profits and investments in Afghanistan. I'm very, very delighted, very much honored to have had the opportunity to meet you all here, and I'm sure we will see you very soon with your briefcases in Afghanistan signing contracts there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.